God was here way before the Bible, dog. You think if God needed a fucking Bible, he would have had that shit right there, like an instruction manual. Before you start fucking up, there you go. But guess what? The Bible was made by a bunch of people, and I don't even know if half of the shit in the Bible is true. When it comes to stories like Noah's Ark, how the fuck was that real? All this other shit that, like, scientifically it might have been real, but realistically it probably wasn't. And if it really happened, it probably was a whole lot of bullshit. No disrespect to all my people out there that believe in the Bible heavy, that are Bible beaters. I'm just saying, bruh, like, take shit with a grain of salt, shut the fuck up and mind your own business, please.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil lay inside your box now while the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast in the fucking car with your boy Big Serpavelli, back in the place to be. La America Superior Palace 81 Studios. We are live in effect. Live and direct, it's your boy, Mr. 9 Times. Yeah, man, today is New Year's Day, January 1st, 2025. Everybody, I hope you got home safe last night. Yes, I hope you got home safe last night, and then every night after that. Today's mathematics is knowledge. Knowledge is the first step. Remember, man, to get a number 2, you need to go to number 1, man. So don't be bullshitting out here. Remember, always attain, educate yourself, and do the knowledge on whatever it is you are seeking to do, whether it be career-wise, whatever. You need to do the knowledge, right? Before I could start driving, I got to turn the fucking car on. Before you could walk, you got to crawl. Before you do a lot of things, you got to do the knowledge on that first. So remember, do the knowledge so that you may go about building in your life. And you go on to the other steps. Peace. A lot of shit went down. that I have in my phone. And I haven't even put the shit I talked about last time on the fucking, from my phone onto last week's episode, so I don't remember what the fuck I talked about. So we'll just do like a quick recap of the week, man. Me and my unofficial but official, not really girl, had like our first little fight, and it opened my eyes. This shit is opening my eyes to like who I am as a person and who I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? I've never really dealt with women like with a woman like this. I like it. I like it a lot. It's just different, man. I'm vibrating on a different energy, bro. And it's wicked to me. She makes, my heart flutter and my dick hard. Pause. So I don't know if it's a pause if it's towards a girl. But in any case, pause, right? Just so if they try to clip this up, we'll run it back. Bro, I said pause. So she's awesome. We talked on the phone for 4 hours. And, I got a tarot reading done. So in the tarot reading, it said that this is going to be a challenging year for me. But like something's going to click with my career. It's going to be obvious something's going to click with my career, but something's going to happen that's going to have to drop off. And it won't be, I won't know until it's fucking obvious. So I'm like, great, when it's too late type shits. Whatever. And then in love, the reading was like, I'm not going to say the reading, but just very interesting. Not the best reading I like, but like when you do readings and shit, that's just what it is. I got a good reading from some other girl that I don't know and shit, but who knows? If I see her again, I might do another reading, but I don't feel like I need to do one. You know, it's kind of like going to the doctor. You don't go to the doctor every day. It's just kind of like when you need some clarity on something. So maybe I'll get a New Year reading, because that's what it was with the homegirl. If I go to Pomona Loud, shout out to her. I'll try to plug her shit if I could remember her name next time. I missed like the last Pomona Loud, or maybe the last two. Definitely the last one, but yeah, I'm just doing my own thing, man. Dude, at some point, I'm going to have to go and see Prospect to do our shit, but I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, Wednesdays are the worst days. I literally only want to do shit on my Sundays, because my Saturdays are just like, dude, I just busted my ass all week, and now I still have to get ready for the week on my Saturday, but I still want to chill. So like, I think I woke up 8, was on the phone with Dub, took a nap, woke up, did my laundry, and then I called mommy, and that was my day today. You know, busy as fuck. But whatever, man. It is what it is. I'm not gonna bitch and complain. It could be a lot worse. I actually think, you know, my life is really good right now. Obviously, the best it's ever been. And I'm trying to think of other shit that went on. I've been journaling more and just journaling and going back and looking at what the fuck I wrote. I'm like, damn, dog. Like, this is how I really feel. Like, yeah, that's how you really feel, bro. You know, at some point, somebody's going to read my journal, whether it be mommy or fucking whoever else, right? And I kind of have to stand on that. So I'm kind of like conscious of like people reading my journal, like if they're gonna read it later or whatever else, you know what I mean? I try to give like good context, because sometimes when I write just from my perspective, so I know my shit. But if you were to just read my journal, some things would be like, that doesn't really make sense, you know, obviously, because you don't know everything. Like if I bring up some old shit, it's like, oh, like what happened with that? It's like you don't know the full thing. But maybe I'll break it down. I'll break it down fucking later or whatever. Okay, maybe. I'm tired. Okay, so I was looking at 50 Cent. 50 is doing a whole promo off of Pause, the back of Diddy's allegations and all that shit. Now Jay-Z's into this shit. And I always thought like 50 and 50's beef with Diddy and Jay-Z, where does it stem from? So I understand that 50 was Diddy's ghostwriter, and I think he wrote for a grip of people. But like, what's his problem? You know what I mean? We have yet to see what's his real problem. With Jay-Z, he was on that podcast with Andrew Schultz. I forgot what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but he was saying how Jay-Z would block certain deals from 50, like on that Irv Gotti shit. And I'm like, I'm a firm believer in no, don't do that. Don't be blocking nobody from deals, man. Don't be doing no snake shit like that, man, because trust me, that shit will come back to bite your bitch ass, right? Like, seriously, the people who are blocking other people from succeeding and shit, I think are fucking pussies, bro. Seriously. Fucking pussies, and karma's gonna come for your bitch ass, bruh. So with Fifth and Jay-Z, I'm like, wow, no wonder 50 goes so crazy on Jay-Z. And to think that he don't even go as hard on Jay-Z that he does to P. Diddy or Puff Daddy or Combs or whatever his fucking lame-ass name wants to be called now. Because we went over this, man. I feel like P. Diddy's a whole maniac. I don't fuck with maniacs. I hope they all burn in hell at some point and we don't go to the same place in the afterlife. So, yeah, I just thought it was really interesting, man, that 50 finally came out and said it at some point. Yeah, he blocked deals from me. Crazy, bro. Like, that makes me think, like, you know, whenever I see some certain shit, I'm like, I don't fuck with that. I don't know, man. Everyone's human, but I don't know, bro. I don't know if I could just move like that with you, dog. And not to say I would never work with Jay-Z, but it's like, I don't know how he is personally, so I'll never try to just blanket statement shit and be like, look, Jay-Z is da 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 da. I would never say that because I don't know him personally. Now, personally, I feel like I can't fuck with P. Diddy at all because beating women and raping and sexual assaulting and all that shit, I will shoot somebody. I will fucking fillet a fish. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come out with the cuete or the fucking, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna fuck somebody up. I'm gonna cut your ass. You know, something like that. Who's around? No one's around, so they don't see fucking domestic violence, boss. But yeah, man, wild. There's assholes out there that like to block shit from happening in certain deals and that nature, and I feel like they can all suck dick. They can all fucking die, if you ask me. And what I think is really funny looking at these guys that moved in, what's her name? Yumi? I think her name was Yumi, but she stayed in this house right here, and they left. Like, I think they went back to Holmes's, you know, they're Mormons, so they go back to the promised land. So I think they went to, is it Ohio or Nebraska or Idaho? Whatever the biggest Mormon shit is, like, I think they went over there. But do I look cool like that? No? Okay, cool. So with these guys, they got count about 5 cars, right? 5 cars. And if I were to guess, that house has the same amount of bedrooms as this house. Our house. So I'll say 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. If there's 5 cars in your family for each, I would say it's about 4 houses, 4 rooms, and they converted the garage into a room. Is that popular? Why are people doing that? Like, that garage could easily took 2 cars off the street, but you dicks want to put your fucking cars in the driveway and use the street. Now, me personally, man, I want a big family. I don't know if that's going to happen. Me and mommy were talking about it, and it's just crazy how we just talked about some crazy shit. I should have journaled before I did the podcast, because now I'm going to feel like to talk about the shit we talked about on here, and I don't want to do that. I want to get more in depth on my journal and shit, but whatever. I'll remember later. And then I'm going to go for my walk right after this. So great. I'm really going to remember all this shit. I think I'm going to just record myself and whatever, right? Do like a voice reference. But that's like a big thing. I see people clearing out the garages. They live in a garage. They insulate it real good. And I don't know, man. I really don't know, bro. I'm not fucking with that shit, man. I ain't gonna live in a garage. Are you fucking serious? You know how fucking cold it gets in a garage and there's rats and all this shit? Weird. Weird as fuck. I'm trying to think of what the fuck else has happened. In between the last, we had our, okay, so we didn't celebrate Christmas really at work, but we did celebrate New Year's. We watched the ball drop. We all had apple cider, chips, cookies. I fucked my whole stomach up because I don't break my fast. Like, I fast for 22 hours. I eat from 12 to 2 on my work days, and then on my weekend, I kind of freeball it, from 12. So at, what the fuck was it? It was like 12. I ate a bunch of cookies and chips and shit, and I didn't even put that down on my Weight Watchers. Shout out to them, cut the check. But I'm just like, I shouldn't have done that because I felt like I lost sleep because I woke up with my stomach hurting and all that shit. It was just bad. I shouldn't have did that. But whatever. It was New Year's, and I was like, fuck it. I'll break my fast with you guys, and we'll make it a big thing. We got the new guys in the building, and they're green. They're like greener than salsa verde, dude. Like I was the same way. I was super quiet and shit. It is what it is. It's especially if you're not used to that union work environment. It's kind of a shock because Other places, it's like it's run differently. So that was cool. That was like the first New Year's I ever spent at work, and we did a big thing. Let me see. Fuck, what else? Everyone's talking about Papoose and Remy Ma. Like, let's please stop talking about relationships. It ain't none of your business, man. Like, it seems like they've been parted ways a long time ago. It's sad to say that they were like the definition of black love. That's what they marketed themselves as. But it's just shit happens, man. At some point, you might not click with somebody. It doesn't work, yada, yada. It's just, it is what it is, man. Like, with mommy and shit, I could tell there's gonna be shit already. But I'm already, like, anticipating that. Like, and I'm not running away from that, you know? We're very much, like, not afraid of saying what we need to say and how we feel. And I like that. She gets me. Out of both of us, I'm the introverted one. Check that out, you know? But it's just, like, that's because this is, like, the early stages. Now, when we're comfortable, then Sir Bavel is going to come out. But for right now, I'm just trying to be on my best behavior and let her know, like, look, like, you're going to be safe with me. I'm not going to let anyone fucking tell you any different. Try to belittle you. Like, I'm going to be the man to protect and provide and love you like any good man should and would, you know, because I really like her, man. I really like her. We had our little fight, whatever the fuck. But just shit happens. And to be honest, man, I do see how this shit could, like, topple over. But I know in my heart that if we both are on the same page, we could get through anything, you know? Like, it's just simple as that. Like, she already told me, like, she got me and I got her. And not so many words. So... with the whole Remy Ma, Black Papoose shit, it's like, why do we gotta talk? The fact that I brought this up just makes it even cornier because we're keeping the fucking ball rolling. But what I want to say is, like, I hate this shit, like the Shade Room and all these fucking media outlets. Like, oh, it's so and so's birthday. Oh, you get like the YouTube news, like, oh, so and so broke up with whoever, and it's like, why? Who cares? Like, why do I give a fuck about any of that shit? I don't, bro. I really don't, dog. I don't know. People are fucking lame, bro. Fat Joe decided to air out the FBA. What the fuck does that mean? Foundational Black Americans. He decided to air out Lord Jamar. He called them a bunch of broke you-know-what. And my whole shit is, that's his fucking opinion, guys. Like, why is it so crazy about what people say? Do you know what Fat Joe does? He does like a lot of benefit type shit, charities, the whole nine. So it's like when people like hate on different shits, like politicians or whatever. Like, yeah, like, okay, fuck politicians. That was a bad example. But other things like, oh, he said this, but what did he do? You know what I mean? If they say and this always goes back to this shit, if they say I'm homophobic, why the fuck would I be performing at a gay bar like every other weekday, Wednesday in Pomona? If I was so homophobic, if I was a gay hating motherfucker like that, I would be like the next 9 cities over. I wouldn't even be around homosexuals. But it's like, I don't care. So whatever the fuck I say, look at what I'm doing, dog. I'm out here, and then you might not even know that. See, that's the thing. A lot of people don't even fucking know. Going back to doing the knowledge. These motherfuckers ain't doing the knowledge, bro. Maybe Fat Joe really got a problem with people, and he's just not saying it. He's just talking shit, which is like in his respects. But all these dickheads out here, they want to bash Fat Joe and all that. Lord Jamar talking about, oh, he's trying to assassinate my character. Lord Jamar, all respect to you, bro, but you're the one going on this campaign talking shit about him. All he said was Lord Jamar was the wackest member of Brand Nubian. He didn't do 10 fucking interviews talking shit about you, bro, like you're doing with him. So for you to say he's assassinating your character is the pot calling the sour kush, bro. Like, Lord Jamar, like, please, you're becoming one of these like old guys that's not cool anymore. Like, I could care who likes you and all that, but just being as a youngster watching you and shit, you look like you're looking like fucking, bro. You're looking like the old not cool dude, guy. So I don't know. Maybe I think what I really think they should do is have a conversation for the culture. Lord Jamar and Fat Joe, and hash it out. Do I think it's gonna happen? No, because I feel like Fat Joe's like really one of those dudes where he means what he says, and he stands on business. Lord Jamar has said it himself that they've had a good rapport. So it's like, what's all this animosity, bro? I really don't understand it. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about. Do I have more to say about that? Do I think Joe was a certified cornball? No, he just said his opinion. Lord Jamar does have a point though about black people and hip hop culture being the foundation, but like I feel like Lord Jamar is acting like a diva, and like Fat Joe's just loud, and Lord Jamar is just going overboard doing like all these interviews when it's like, who cares, bro? This is his opinion. Either get him the fuck out of here or shut the fuck up, respectfully, you know, respectfully. I have to save this topic for another time. Snoop Dogg went on Bootleg Kev podcast, and he said some shit about, you know, Kendrick dissing him because he said it must have been the edibles or some shit on Whacked Out Murals, and Snoop was like, I was on the edibles because he was saying how he green lighted the AI shit for Drake to use his voice and whatever diss he had. And Rigor thinks that Drake got him lyrically on their little battles, on their little beef songs. But I think as like who made the better like songs and shit, it obviously goes to Kendrick. Maybe I'll go back and listen to the disses. But as a fan, I'm not into fucking Drake's music all that much. So what I think is, it's like, Snoop, bro, why didn't you listen to the AI? Like, if Drake, you know Drake and Kendrick have problems, so why the fuck are you greenlighting shit for Drake? Aren't you like West all day? What's the problem? I don't understand what it is. No, if any homie of mine has a problem with another guy and I know about it, oh, we're not doing shit. I'm not doing business with Holmes. What are you talking about, bro? It's like you can't even defend that shit. I think Kendrick had every right to shit on Snoop Dogg, and saying it must have been the edibles is very polite compared to, you know what I mean, A Minor and all this shit. Like, Kendrick could have really went at Snoop, but I think just because Kendrick has so much respect for Snoop Dogg, I think he said, fuck it, he's just gonna catch it straight and we're gonna keep it moving, bruh. So I think Snoop is like a halfway snake about that shit, and I'm Team K-Dot all day. Y'all got me fucked up, right? There are these drones over Riverside. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. People from the valley be talking about, yo, they be drones and shit in Riverside. Like, you don't even know where that's at, bro. What the fuck? Weird. I don't know what's going on. Don't bullshit me about this. Is a fucking military exercise, because if we're exercising some shit, we don't want the military involved. You know, at least not me. Is Cybernet real? Who knows? Ask Santi about iodine and fucking whatever the fuck all this other bullshit is. I think, yeah, man, I was working when I worked at you know, wherever I worked at, and a motherfucker, I hear and I look over and a fucking drone's in my face, and I just look and I go, okay. I start walking towards it and it fucking flew the fuck away. So these drones, I don't know what's going on. I don't look into it. Y'all know I'm like a half-assed journalist on my podcast. I don't really care. But it's an issue, and if it continues to be an issue with people talking about it, I'm going to go back on the podcast, and we're going to have to talk about some things, right? Where we at? I hate that my shit keeps going up. My phone will fall asleep. Shit. Religious people demonizing Catholicism, saints, astrology, and all that shit because it's not in the Bible. Well, guess what, my religious friends? I don't give a fuck what you believe in. You could pray to this fucking car. People have effigies that they don't even realize because they're praying to shit, not even knowing, right? Money and all this other trivial matters, right? And man, I fucking thought somebody was behind me right now. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, this is the reflection in the mirror, right? Right? Yeah, that is the reflection. So yeah, like I'm Catholic, you know, and I'm a bunch of other shit. But this lady was talking about how, oh, like that's paganism, the Catholicism, that's the Catholics, they worship saints and there's only one true God. And it's like, shut the fuck up, bro, please. Who cares? You know what I mean? Ain't nobody, like, the same way I don't go around telling people, like, who are you to judge people? Like, isn't God the only judge? Isn't that what y'all believe in? Like, okay, so there's, like, the new born again and all this shit. And I don't want to talk about shit about Christians, right? I'm just saying, like, whoever you are, whoever you believe in, get that shit out of here with the whole, oh, yeah, well, you guys, that's that pagan shit. It's like, fuck you, bro. Fuck you and your bullshit. You know what I mean? Because it's never a problem until it disagrees with what you think. It's like, bro, everyone thinks differently. Nobody's on the same page going, yeah, we need to end world hunger. We need to end homeless. Everyone's on some, fuck them anyway, you know? Like, no one really cares. So what the fuck are we really talking about? I'm like, and then she getting in the whole argument with this other guy. And I'm like, please, like, just walk the fuck away and talk about this. I do not care. I don't want to know. Because it's like, my relationship with God is my relationship with God. So how dare you try to come at me with your bullshit and be like, oh, if you do the Bible, like, fool. God was here way before the Bible, dog. You think if God needed a fucking Bible, he would have had that shit right there, like an instruction manual. Before you start fucking up, there you go. But guess what? The Bible was made by a bunch of people, and I don't even know if half of the shit in the Bible was true. When it comes to stories like Noah's Ark, how the fuck was that real? All this other shit that, like, scientifically it might have been real, but realistically it probably wasn't. And if it really happened, it probably was a whole lot of bullshit. No disrespect to all my people out there that believe in the Bible heavy, that are Bible beaters. I'm just saying, bruh, like, take shit with a grain of salt. Shut the fuck up and mind your own business, please. What else we got? We might make this a short fucking thing because, you know, I'm already running out of topics. If you're still nozzing it in 2025, you're dumb as fuck. Get the fuck away from me. You know, like, Jaime, he passed away huffing. So any sort of Nas, I walk by the park, there's like 3 Nas tanks on the floor. I'm like, why? What's up with this shit, man? Why is the cool thing the Nas? Like, and then there'll be like the Nas Head podcast or some shit like that out there. Like, we're going Nas and all this shit. It's like, dude, you sound like a fucking idiot. A homie Dub was just telling me about, like, they fill up the nitrous shit. I forgot where. And all them fools that be getting their tanks filled up are like super Nas heads because they just look like zombies. They're all fucking all zoned out and shit. It's like, who wants to live like that, bro? Y'all are fucking dumb. If you're still nozzing it in 2025, you're a certified dickhead of the week. Adidas gave me a discount to some shitty shoes no one wants, in my opinion. Right? I'm like, cool, Adidas. Like, shout out to Adidas. I'm gonna get me some Osmillen, some Oswegos, Forum, something, bro. Stan Smith, something good, right? I look up and it's all bunk trata fucking shoes. I'm like, please, Adidas, don't ever disrespect me coming out your face with these discounts that no one's gonna fucking use. No one in their right mind is gonna use this discount code to buy these shoes. And if you are, you're a fucking foreigner. Because, bro, them shoes is horrible, bro. Hell nah, bro. Adidas, step your shit up, bro. If you're gonna give me a discount the whole shit. Don't try to discount me on shoes you're not gonna fucking sell, because that's bullshit. I'm not gonna do that. As a matter of fact, I would have probably bought more than what the discount would have offered had you just give me the flat discount across the board. I would have bought some expensive shit, like some Kanye's if they still had them and all that shit. Adidas is fucking up out here, man. I'm wearing Nikes on my feet anyway. Adidas, shame on you. making Big Cerbavelli talk shit about your brand when I love y'all, but y'all fucking up over here. Boca de Pepo is, oh shit. Fuck, I love that place. Fuck. Whatever. I don't want people going there, but anyway. It's going bankrupt. They're closing a bunch of places. The pandemic was the start of the end for them. I'll never forget, me and my mom, we went over there and we ate, and it was like we was the only motherfuckers up in that piece. When the pandemic happened, they would sit you outside on like literally foldable tables, not even like, or from what I remember, oh, actually, you know what, they might have been like the ones with the legs on them, not like foldable, but like they're cheap ass plastic tables, but it's better than a foldable. Like a foldable is like fucking, we're gonna play dominoes outside, so we need some shit real quick, or like some shit to set up all the alcohol, you know. But thank God they're not closing the ones over here in Cali. I think the only restaurant they're closing in Cali is in up north, like in Sacramento or something. But like the 2 locations they have over here are like, they're good to go. So whatever, right? It's just great, man. I'm going to take one of those fucking lactate pills. I actually think I'm going to need some. Oh, you know what? I think they do have lactate pills at the store. Let me write that down. Lactate pills. I need cereal and I need more milk. I might have to get the milk later. Let me see. What else do I have? I'm on the road and I've been listening to more Stack bundles, man. Stack was a fucking legend, man. It's just a fucking tragedy that he passed away so young, but he left behind a lot of great music. And I've been listening to like all his YouTube shit, like all the stuff that they have from, like even like Riot Stack Gang, Riot Squad 1. I think I've heard only 1 and 3. I haven't heard 2. But he has phenomenal music. He really like Stack Bundles and Max B are like the biggest what ifs. Like what if Stack didn't die and Max didn't go to prison? Shit would be way different now, because they were yet to release their magnum opus albums. But right now, I love Hustler Spirit, Temper. Never Could Say Goodbye. A bunch of different Stack shit. And y'all know I love Max B. Everyone's making this big deal about Ice Spice being on Ozempic. It's like, who cares, bro? She still got a nice little fatty right there. You know what I mean? Like, she's a pretty light-skinned girl. She looks really albino. But whatever, like, you know, she's a pretty girl. Let her do her thing. Like, if you're a man and you're hating on a woman, I'm just gonna assume you're gay. Like, you just like taking dick. Pause. Yeah, man. Like, let women live. Women don't need your opinion, bro. Like the days, like, oh, you think this is the 50s where women really care about men's opinions? They don't. Women are doing their own thing. They're strong, independent. They're doing, you know, big shit. And like, fuck all y'all. You know, I love women. I'm always gonna advocate for women out there. I was raised by women, and yeah, man, I just think it's horse shit for these fucking vagina haters to come out the side of their necks talking about, oh yeah, like she's like losing weight. She was way better when she was thick. It's like, who cares, bro? Y'all care about too much about the same shit. It's like, worry about your shit, bro. Worry about your own, man. I can't even grasp how stupid some people are with their bullshit ass opinions, bruh. Everyone just needs to shut the fuck up and keep their opinions to themselves. You know, opinions are like assholes. No one wants to look at them. You know what I mean? I heard that somewhere. That was a great quote. Message of the day, man. I know it's really anticlimactic and all this shit, man. I kind of don't have a message for y'all, to be honest with you. I'll say save your money, man, because I've been blowing my money and I literally have to stretch like $70 for the next week. You know, I save my money, I put my little guardito away, and my spending money is $70. So any little bill, like whatever little shit I have, you know? Save your money, man. You never know when the fucking brakes go out or whatever. You never know when you need your little knots. Save you out of some shit, man. Just save your money, save your money, save your money. I've been spending excessively because it's Christmas and I want to splurge on myself, but I've been noticing I've splurged on myself every check since I started at my new job. So save your money. You never know when you're going to need it, and it's going to take you out of the jam. And with that, this is the God's Hour.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now.
While the angels fly over my headstone.